Hello, in today's video I'll be making cobalt complexes of acetylacetone. Acetylacetone in its enol form is a weak acid which forms complexes with a lot of transition metal ions. Today I'll be making cobalt 2 acetylacetonate, cobalt 3 acetylacetonate, and bispyridine cobalt 2 acetylacetonate. First I need to make cobalt carbonate. I measured out 40 grams of cobalt chloride hexahydrate in a 1 liter beaker. After that, I measured out 35 grams of sodium bicarbonate. I dissolved both of them in hot water. In hindsight, I probably should have used boiling water since the reaction is very slow. After that, I mixed the two solutions together and a pink precipitate of cobalt carbonate formed. I transferred the pink goopy carbonate into a 500 ml beaker, which was a big mistake, as you'll see later. Then I measured out 32 grams of acetylacetone. Afterwards I added the acetylacetone to the pink carbonate. Now, I made a very big mistake because I assumed that since acetylacetone is a weak acid, the reaction would be very slow. However, that turned out to not be the case. After cleaning up the mess, I repeated the reaction with strong stirring and I added the acetylacetone in small portions. After that, I filtered the product and dried it in the oven at 60 degrees Celsius until it was a nice fibrous powder. Now for the preparation of cobalt acetylacetonate 3. First I measured out 10 grams of cobalt acetylacetonate 2. Then off camera I measured 5 grams of acetylacetone and 100 milliliters of 12% hydrogen peroxide. Afterwards I added the mixture dropwise to the suspension. It quickly turned green from the formation of cobalt-free acetylacetonate. Then, just like before, I filtered the mixture. And after filtering, I collected a lot of very shiny green crystals. Now for the third complex. I measured out 15 grams of cobalt 2 acetylacetonate. To that I added 20 grams of pyridine, which is a very large excess. Then I diluted it with ethanol and shook it around for a bit so the complex could form. I filtered it and collected the complex both in the precipitate and in the solution. I tried recrystallizing the complex from ethanol, but it seems that the solubility is very poor even in boiling ethanol, and I only managed to recrystallize a small amount. That is all for today. Thank you for watching.